Hello, beautiful Cancerians, and welcome to Flourishing Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. I'm drawn to do this reading for you where we'll tap into some of the messages that your spirit guides have been trying to tell you or want to tell you at this particular time and phase of your journey. You know, sometimes no matter how intuitive we are, we can be distracted or busy, and our spirit guides are trying to point something out or point us in a direction, and sometimes it can be hard to pay attention to. This world is filled with tons of distractions, so hopefully we can get some messages that will be helpful and useful to you, Cancer, on your journey. Okay, this reading will be timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, there could be a message in here for you. Let's get right into it, Cancer. Any messages your spirit guides have for you at this particular time? Let's tune in. What would you have Cancers know at this particular time? We have House 11 and the Moon, Cancer. Now many of you already know this, but you're ruled by the Moon. And you have House 11, which is the house of, our networks, our friends. It's the house of like-minded people, our social circles, our maybe even co-workers sometimes. Okay, it's the house of humanitarianism and our larger beliefs for society. And we have it paired with the Moon for you. So let's see what this is about here. The Moon is about satisfying some deep emotional need, nurturing the self and others. So Cancer, you could have a real knack or a real affinity for humanitarian work, social justice, helping those who maybe are overlooked or undermined in society. Cancer, you could have a real affinity for this, or maybe you've always had an affinity for this but never practiced it, or maybe never maybe you've chosen another career that doesn't revolve or center around a larger group or some type of humanitarian goal. So I'm seeing, but at this particular time, that this area of your life or this desire to maybe help a larger group overall, maybe an oppressed group, maybe in focus. Now, if that is not in resonance, the Moon and the 11th house. Let's get one more card for this. Leo. Something about self-confidence, loyalty, creative. Now, I was drawn to flip over this card, and we have the Cancer card as well. Nurture, comfort, and protection. There could be some project or plan that you want to take forward that has to do with a larger group. Now, if your goal isn't anything humanitarian, I do have a belief that it helps and it serves others in some type of capacity, whether it's through making or creating a product that provides comfort to others. It could provide, you could be in the business of self-confidence improvement or the business of motivation. You could be motivating or helping others. You have a deep, deep inner calling for this, Cancer, this type of work. With the Leo and the Cancer card, this is something that you not only have the talent for, but it's a passion of yours. So some of you could even be doing this type of work for free, maybe putting your work out there on social media, just wanting to uplift and help others feel confident and secure or find meaning and purpose in their lives. There is a nurturing, protective energy that you offer, and that is why people are mostly drawn to you, Cancer. You could also find that people open up to you a whole lot. So I see this in, the field of psychiatry, psychology. You could be a psychologist, or a social worker. People confide in you. People confide in you because I don't see a hidden motive. You're not really in it for the money. You're in it because it's a life calling or a vocation. Or for some of you Cancers who are struggling with a calling and vocation, something to do around bringing confidence up in other people, or bringing creativity up, or bringing passion up in other people, or showing people that there is an alternative way to their current experience, is what I'm mainly seeing in the cards right now. Let us keep going and just unfold this reading naturally and see what other cards or messages are available to you, Cancer, at this particular time. Any more messages for Cancer? We have listening. Like I said, you're a very good listener, or you pay attention to what the greater whole of society needs, or would need, or would benefit from. So, Cancerians, to be quite honest, you make the best CEOs. You make the best entrepreneurs. You Cancerians really know what your particular clientele or group or friend needs or client needs. You know what to say, you know how to say it, or you know what is missing in society and what is needed. Like, you guys could be great innovators as well, because you listen and pay attention to society. You listen and pay attention to the needs of other people. The house 11 is others. And so the people outside of yourself, you go beyond your needs and what satisfies and quenches your needs. There's something very humanitarian about you that would actually help society at large. You have a real gift for this. So many of you are already aware of it. And for some Cancers, I'm pretty sure you're tired of hearing that you're nurturing and you're giving and you're protective, and I would be tired of hearing that all the time too. Cancers have a real knack for business and growing a business, growing a successful business. You guys are really good at that, with, Capricorn being at the polarity there. And what I'm seeing, Cancer, is for you guys, it's because you're so intuitive, you're so in tune and in touch with yourself and everybody around you. You could really listen, you really absorb what people are saying. And so as a result, you're able to deliver a product, a message, a device, whatever it is, a service that speaks to your clientele or your group of people that you're trying to serve. This is truly fascinating and truly beautiful. This doesn't have to, what I was trying to say there, or what the message was from your spirit guides, is you don't have to be in the industry of service. For example, you don't have to be a psychologist. You don't have to be in the helping business, be it through, being a tarot reader or anything like that, because that can be so tiring on you. You guys have a natural knack for that. You already do that. There's something larger that you want to do and contribute to. And your spirit guides are saying that you have the capacity to do that, and you have a real talent for this. You can speak to large numbers of people, or a large client base, customer base. I see a lot of shoppers. People want to shop with you because oh my goodness, they're giving me marketing. You'd be great in marketing because you know exactly what people need or want. And so you have a real knack for that, or talent for that. You don't have to be in this, in the healing business or the helping business. I know that could be so tiring for some Cancers to hear. Some of you want to do other things and be in corporate America, and you'd be fabulous. You'd be just fabulous at it. You'd offer something that others can't offer. It's your intuition. It's your internal knowing. there's an inner guidance system that you're connected to. Okay, so what else for Cancer? We have truth and integrity, and that's the other thing. You tend to come from a place of truth and integrity while you're listening. You actually want to offer a solution. So, even if it's in marketing, when you take the positive side of marketing, it's all about offering a solution to groups of people, to companies. And so you're doing it from a place of truth and integrity, or that's the advice, and that's how you stay in the game the longest, because people can read that from a mile away. You're actually, you want to do the work to help and assist. Like I said, even if it's not in the helping business, quote unquote. If it's in marketing and your goal is to make sales, that's what you want to do. That's how you're helping and assisting. Maybe you're helping and assisting a company to grow, or multiple companies, or you're growing your own company. This is how I see this playing out. Any other messages for Cancer? We have playfulness. So that ties in with the Leo card there. And so there's something playful, youthful about what you offer, or you're really guided to tap into that right now. The playful side of you, not take everything so seriously. If you have this great goal that you want to do and achieve, maybe infuse some playfulness into it. Not take everything so serious. I mean, be serious about your goals, but with this playfulness card, it's like, remember why you started to begin with. There's something that brings you passion here, right? And then when you get so bogged down with maybe the responsibility that goes with creating a business or whatever, you want to go back to playfulness and why you even started to begin with. Okay, if for some of the Cancers who are along in their career, far along in their career, and maybe overwhelmed, overworked, overbooked, okay, there's also, I'm seeing people and support. So Cancer, if you're doing everything alone, I'm seeing bringing in a team of people you can trust would be so beneficial to help lighten the load and offer you a space to create more. Maybe you can hire out, like a cleaning person or something you can hire out so that you have more room to create, which is what you're naturally good at, instead of, expending your time and energy in other areas. We have so much responsibilities, right? Whether you're a parent, but we have, our house to clean, this, that, and the other. And sometimes when we're so overburdened with responsibility, it can take away from what we really want to do and what we're here to do, which is our vocation. So if you feel like you're struggling with that, maybe try inviting in a community. I'm getting it takes a village to raise a child. If you have a child, I know I struggled with this, putting my child in child care, because it dawned on me that I can't do everything myself. I can't run my business, my household, take care of my child full time, and then still do my vocation. So you could be going through that as well. Like, there are certain things that you may hire out, or if it's just like menial things that take away from your craft or your creativity. I hope that's making sense. So let's tune into another message here. I'm going to pull your animal spirit to see if we can get any more messages here for you, Cancer. You got the Snake card. Wow, this is a card of rejuvenation. It's a card of power. Okay, it's a card of some type of life force. Okay, so you could also be creating something that leaves a legacy, is what I'm getting. It leaves a legacy. So what you're doing or what you're planning on or your life work revolves around creating something that I don't know, I'm just seeing that it's able to help multiple people. So as a result, it generates income. The word is escaping me, but they're just giving me this feeling of like an income that is generated off of one product launch or one, it's like they're giving me like the example of like an ebook, for example. It generates income for a long time coming is what I'm seeing, okay? I know there's a term for that, but it's escaping me right now. So another thing about the snake card is this is unlimited potential, unlimited creative potential. Like I was saying, it's a very regenerative card. It restores. There's magic to it in a sense. And I feel like you bring that to your work environment or your vocation or whatever it is you're doing right now, a project, a passion. I see prosperity in this if you follow a particular calling. The shadow side of the snake is starting and stopping many things and not having the follow through to maybe complete what you set out to do from the very beginning. And I'm seeing that tied in with some of the Cancers who maybe you're not completing projects because you have other responsibilities, and it's really not your fault. It's really not your fault. If you're a full-time parent and you're trying to run a business on your own and you have no one to take care of the kids, it is not your fault if you're unable to complete tasks. That's why I was getting that download from the playfulness card, right? Seemingly unrelated to playfulness, but it has everything to do with it. You may need to delegate some responsibilities or call in for some type of support as well. You also need support. As much as you are supporting and doing and achieving, you also need the key people in your life that will support you. So like I was saying, the shadow side of the snake card is starting and stopping. So if you find yourself doing that, you want to examine why that is. Is there an impediment? Is there a challenge going on in your life? Is there something that can be solved, resolved, healed so that you can go forward with this all the way? Because I'm seeing that you could be amazing at whatever it is you're trying to do here. You have a real creative gift. And when I say gift, like sometimes we think of intuitive gifts or psychic gifts, and sure, it could be that, but I'm seeing something else. I'm seeing product lines, product launches for some of the Cancerians here. And if it is an intuitive gift, my goodness, would you be good at that as well? Okay, you'd be a wonderful, phenomenal tarot reader because you'd really get into the minds and hearts of your beloved clients. Same with psychology, same with psychiatry. Oh my God, you'd be an amazing doctor, because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's some doctors that don't really listen. They're very top, bottom. You would kind of be from the bottom up approach and really listen. You'd provide an extra layer of that healing as well. The snake card reminds me of healing. So this could be through traditional means or alternative means like Reiki, alternative medicines. This could be acupuncture, massage therapy. You'd be wonderful because you'd really listen and pay attention to what the client is saying. You could hear back pain, but then intuitively you're picking up on, this back pain is coming from the feet or something. You'd have a real ability to point that out and really help people. Okay, let's get into the tarot messages and see what other messages are available for our beautiful Cancers here. Any more messages for Cancer? The Sun card. So there is this healing ability, or there is this ability to put smiles on people's faces. I'm seeing it with the Leo card, the playfulness card, the House 11. You'd really have a talent or a knack for putting smiles on people's faces. You could even be in comedy. Some of you Cancers, you'd be phenomenal because you know what the collective wants to hear or is too afraid of saying, and you know how to, bring laughter in some cases. The sun is also healing. It goes hand in hand with the snake. Regenerative, it heals, it brings life. Okay, we're getting that theme very strongly. So if you're looking for validation around that, that's here. Cancer, some of you have strong Leo in your chart. We have that with the sun and the Leo card. And so more validation for someone who needs it. You can also check out the Leo reading I have up. So let's keep going for Cancer. We have the Page of Wands here. So more of that flair. There is something eccentric about you, Cancer, that is undeniable. So you really wear yourself on your sleeve. So I'm seeing that emotionally, but I'm also seeing you, the way you dress, the way you show up to the world. You are yourself. And I feel like that is what is most attractive about you to the people around you. You draw people in when you are your true authentic self and not worrying about what people have to say about it. Okay, there's something like that here as well. You have a very playful, youthful energy, Cancer. So no matter your age, I often feel like people may tell you look 10 years younger, 5 years younger, 15 years younger. You look younger than what your age is, and it's because of your also the snake card. You have really good a really good metabolism or a really good ability to heal your skin. Okay, even if you spend years of your time in the sun, your skin still looks good. Okay, you have like a really supernatural ability to heal yourself. Okay, so that's another side message for some Cancers here. You have strong skin is what I'm getting. And even if you, like, let's say you get a burn, I'm seeing that burn just heal up almost, in supernatural time. Supernatural time. That card flew out. 8 of Wands. So with the 8 of Wands, you also have a real gift to manifest very quickly at this particular time. So even if things have been slow for you, the 8 of Wands tends to pick up energy. It tends to move things along, move projects forward. You're ready for this. There's something about you're ready for this. Your spirit guides want you to know you don't need to seek any further validation. You know what you have a real knack for, gift for. It's time to take something along. It's time to bring it forward. And I'm seeing the energy reciprocated. Like you get energy and feedback right away. 8 of Wands. Let's see what else for Cancer. The Tower. It's time for change. Okay, there is some change coming. And I feel like this is welcomed change. Because we have this snake card, it tells me that you welcome change in your life. When you feel like there is stagnant energy or you feel like you have lost your playfulness, your youthfulness, intuitively that's when it's time to make a change. So this could be change in wardrobe, change in your interior decor, change in a car, change in something. It's like you kind of do this. You're really good at transmuting energy. You know when it's time to like release something and bring something else in. We even have that Knight of Wands there. You know when it's time to make changes or produce some type of change. This could also relate to your work. Like when it's time for a new product line to drop or a new theme or a new you're really good at this, like forecasting change or something like that. You're also a cardinal sign, so it makes sense. You are the initiator. So you kind of initiate these tower moments ahead of its time so it doesn't knock you over. Does that make sense? It's like you initiate these tower moments. Okay, now the only thing I would be mindful of that, because we got that message from the snake of start and stop, just examine if there's something you really, really want to create and really, really want to do. If you're starting and stopping on that, that's the only thing I would question and say and ask yourself, are you running away from this? Are you running away from your talents and gifts? Moving on to the next project, the next big thing. Is there something that you can grasp, get a hold of, and truly build right from start to end? Is there something that you could, really go all the way with? Oh, and as I said that, the printer turned on out of nowhere. Okay, I don't know what that means. This could involve printing something, finalizing some documents, maybe faxing some documents, sending them away. There's something that you could stand to do, We do have the fixed sign of Leo. So something you need to fix into or sink your teeth into or something like this. There is advice here, and they're just giving me bits and pieces, Cancer. Sometimes I don't get the full picture and I just have to accept that. But they are showing me this is time now. It's time to put roots somewhere as well. Okay, that's another, advice coming in for whoever needs to hear it. Let's get another card for Cancer. This card is calling me, and it's the Sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Wow, pass this card along. Okay. There's a theme of healing here as well. There's a theme of healing here. Maybe healing from a previous upset or disappointment or even health concern. I see that healing up and clearing up. Getting sunshine. I don't know how you feel about that, but getting your vitamin D, Cancer, could be very potent healing energy right now for you. Basking in a sunset. Okay, paying attention to sunrises. There's a healing component around that, as well as what they're giving me. Let's keep going for Cancer. Any more messages you may have for Cancers? Oh, and I noticed the candle, the light dimmed out, so that also means we gotta relight the candle. There's something like that. I'm noticing the candles here. There's a lot of sun cards, fire energy. When the light dims out or the candle runs out, it's time to replace it. Let's just replace it and have momentum. Let's not look at it as a tragedy or if something dims out or fizzles out, there's a way that you can reboost or revitalize something. Okay, does that make sense? Somebody may need to hear that for whatever reason. Maybe there wasn't a lot of traffic in your business. It's about relighting the candle, remembering why you started, infusing that passion and play and candle and fire energy back into it. You're knowledgeable. They're telling me about, these terms that I'm using. I know not everybody gets it. You can't just talk this way to the average Joe. But to you, Cancer, whomever I'm connected to here, you understand, using fire energy, using candles as an analogy is what they're telling me. You're really good at working with the elements. So this is just a reminder of that. Any more messages for Cancer here? Deeper. You are not finished. You are not done yet. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is yet to come. That is exactly it. I know this is kind of cryptic and hidden and mysterious, but those who get it are gonna get it. There's something you have unfinished business with. There's something you need to relight a flame to in your life, Cancer. This is going to be significant for those who this truly resonates with. I know this won't be for everyone, and that's okay. If it's meant for just you, It's just meant for you. And so you're not finished with a project or a plan yet. You're not finished with a business idea. You're not finished with a product launch. Don't give up yet. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Let's relight that candle. Let's put a new candle if we have to. The best is yet to come. What a treasure. What a treat. From your spirit guides to you, whomever this message was meant for. I'm seeing it's not time to quit. It's not time to up and leave something. It's time to actually build some roots somewhere. There was that advice of stopping and going, getting riled up and then, losing steam. This is a time where we have to hone in on our endurance. Think of the long game, not the short game. Let's infuse our motivation and inspiration every step along the way, even when times get tough, uncomfortable, uncertain, because you're not finished somewhere. There is a sunset. There is also a sunrise and a rainbow. I'm seeing beautiful images come to, my mind. You're not done. There's something more. Okay? There's also untapped potential. So if you're in the creative business and you feel like you hit a dead end or writer's block or creative block, the snake is a message of regeneration. And baby, that inspiration, that creativity is just going to flow through you. It is going to flow through you moving forward. You do not have to fear. Those who are creative, period. It's not just a luck thing. Some of you are questioning your creative talents and maybe saying, oh, I just got lucky that one time, that successful time. No, that is with you at all times. You just have to remember why you started something. Go back to the humanitarian component. Go back to why you even started to begin with. If you're an actor and feel like you've been struggling with your lines or struggling connecting to an audience, remember why you started to begin with. For many actors, it's not about the fame. It's not about the fame. It's something deeper. So remember your whys. Okay, is the strong message coming through? And I see you have more potential to tap into with the snake card. So I want you to remember that you have more ideas, more creativity. If you're in marketing, like I said, don't worry if you hit if you hit a block. There's going to be more ideas flowing to you and through you moving forward. This is your reading, Cancer. Thank you so much for your time, your likes, shares, and subscribes, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.